Okay, hey guys, this is Andrew from Death Valley Drivers. The reason I'm doing my actual name is because I'm being myself. Um, so we're gonna do a duel today. I'm doing book again. I reset my computer to factory settings, so we should not have any issues. I did not download anything except for a dueling book and this Streamlabs. Everybody, of course, I'm streaming. I'm back up. I have to check my. Gotta go to my your video. Okay, so apparently it did not process that I'm streaming on my. Okay, let me go to my. Let me go to your channel. Okay, and there we go. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go on the main account first, because that's the one I use the most. Deck instructor. So I rolled the Monster Gate reasoning slash reasoning mashup. This is pretty fun. I was watching the CMO to make sure I did it right. Cause I was making sure. That's why I did. That's why I said that. That's why these videos have not been coming out as much, as quick as they used to. I've been doing research to see whether or not I'm doing the right or if I'm doing it wrong. So yeah, I'm now doing it right. This is so I'm turning the deck. I actually cheated a couple times because I had Jins on the first 30 decks, but that was because I thought it came out in a movie pack. I was wrong. There was no video game or movie pack. I forgot about that. But yeah. So this is the reasoning gate. We have two Air Knight of Parshath, Blackluster Soldier right at the beginning, three Chaos Sorcerer, and this guy's about to get banned soon. Chaos Sorcerer, and we're in Rise of Destiny as well. Rise of Destiny is a pretty jank. It's pretty good. Rise of Destiny was a pretty good one. Was a pretty good how do I say was a pretty good set. It had a lot of good cards. Unfortunately, people were not very into that game, into the game at the time. There were still some young kids at the time. I was a young kid when this came out. I was still maybe I was about to begin, I think, third, second grade. But this is the so I did not experience. So I knew about these cards. But Chaos Sorcerer, three ofs, DMOC at one, pre-errata. By the way, we're not using its errata we have the errata effect, but it's not the errata version. This is the version we want to use. One Genzo, three Sacred Crane, Change of Heart, Confiscation, three Dimension Fusion. It was legal at this point, which I'm surprised it was legal at this point. Three Giant Trinade, which I'm surprised it's still at three. Heavy Storm, Metamorphosis, Monster Gate, which was at 3 at the time, Monster Reincarnation, Pot of Greed, Premature, 3 times Reasoning, which is now at which it did get hit a couple times. It's been on the off and on the ban list ever since its inception, I believe. But yeah. But Scapegoat, 3 O's. This is now 1 of, as you can see. Snatch Seal, Watchful Century, Call of Haunted, Ring of Destruction, and Torrential Tributes. And in the side deck, we switch it. Okay, we're having a bit of a minor difficulty start. We're having so 3 Book of Moon, Emergency Provisions, Mirage of Nightmare, Mystical Space Typhoon, Painful Choice, and at this point, this goal was hit. The list we're using it the November 2004 list, the October 2004 list. Painful Choice, Sword of Revealing Light at one, still Dust Tornado still at one, Magic Cylinder, just backup, and Solemn Judgment. Now the extra deck does work here because we do have one of, we do have one, well we don't have any monsters that could get Thousand Eyes Restrict, but yeah, if, but if they were to summon anything. So that's my deck. I'm going to get to the duel as soon as we're done with Justin Fields. So Justin Fields is playing Warrior Toolbox. That should beat down. This one is so one break is Magical Warrior, DD Warrior Lady before she gets limited on the April list. The April list is 2005 is when she gets limited. Don Zulu, Exile Force. Oh wait, this is last turn. My bad. Looked it wrong. It's last turn. It's last turn beatdown basically, but yeah. So this is the last turn deck. Yeah. So DD Warrior Lady, Don Zulug, Exile Force, Jogan the Spiritualist, Magician of Faith. Magician of Faith, I'm surprised was not limited or semi-limited at this point. Morphing Jar, Tribe Infecting Virus, Book of Moon, Fire Destruction, Change of Heart, Confiscation, Emergency Provisions, Heavy Storm, Mystical Space Typhoon, Rolling Across that Pot of Greed, Premature Burial, Reinforcement of the Army, Scapegoats, Smashing Ground, Snatch Steel, Sword of Ignite, Forceful Century, Call of the Haunted, Last Turn, Reckless Greed, and Wabaku. The reason we're citing in the Messenger of Peace, the Metamorphosis, the Painful Choice, the Reinforcements, we have three Messenger of Peace here. We have three Metamorphoses inside, one Painful Choice, one Rhoda, because at the time it was sent to one at that point. Bottomless Trapple, Magic Cylinder, Ring of Destruction, Soul Judgment, and Torrential Tribute. This is more of a, yeah, that was more if we rolled the same deck, but yeah. This was more of a burn deck. The last time we did burn, I believe. I forget that, I would have to rewatch. So now we're gonna go to the dual room. Okay, so I'm going to dual room. I'm gonna go to dual room on here as well. Main account is the one hosting, so yes. Yeah, for some reason every time I'm hosting, yeah, it gets crazy. Okay, so dual, not watch. Okay, so I'm single sighting, so I have free match, unlimited, unrated. Okay, so I'm gonna basically do dual password. Okay, and then watch password. Let me see. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna host and duel. So there we go, and I'm gonna do the. So basically, you have to go to from custom cards to this one. You have to enter in the password. So yeah, guys, we're just gonna basically be doing this until someone actually does eventually join in the group because I'm not gonna give the Justin Fields account away. So basically, I'm pretending I'm facing my friend Uji. So if I had a pair, I do have a pair of dice, but I'm not gonna roll it. But I would just randomly go with paper to see what, and we would both go with paper since he's still in the paper shred. I would then go scissors, and he would go paper, knowing that I would go first. But I technically want to go. Technically, I would want to go second here, because yeah, even though going first, the last turn sucks going second. So let's see what they draw. So yeah, we got the. This is a good hand. This is Ring of Destruction, Sacred Pain, Reasoning, Arcanic, Half-Staff, and Chaos Sorcerer. And then let's see what our friend has. Oh, they have a good hand too. So they would draw their next card. So yeah, they basically have the game. They basically have to be okay with this. But they're gonna activate Confiscation on the first in the standby. Let's go to standby main phase. Activate Confiscation. 1,000. So now I'm basically getting take it. So now I have to show hand, and the OG at this point would be better knowledgeable, a little bit more knowledgeable about the deck, what the deck does. And seeing that I have a light in two lights and a dark, he would get rid of the Ring of Destruction, because there's no way I could get that. There's no way I could get that into the grave. and being back from the grave because we don't have. Because Marakai the Destroyer. Hey, OG, how you doing? And then basically they would just set two, set three. They would set three. I'll set those three spells and actually they would set their full hand basically. And intern. Well, basically now I have to be careful because whenever I do something, it's gonna get nuked. I'm gonna activate reasoning. Person who has to call, they would have to call 4, and the OG would call 4 here, call 4, and I would basically mill my deck until there's a monster gate, and there's a premature, there's a metamorphosis. Oh, I got a Jinzo, so now basically all his so basically now he's basically gonna have to activate something in response to the Jinzo, which he would have to activate let me see. He would have to chain the Reckless Greed to summon on the summon, so he would draw the 2 cards, and now he doesn't automatically draw for 2 turns now. So yeah, let's go. So now my turn. So my turn is now. I forgot to stand by in main phase. So now I would normal summon a crane. I would set this in battle phase. Active attack. Let me just read. Yeah, it doesn't know. So I can't go to battle phase. Okay, so the Magician of Fate will flip, so they don't get to. So basically, the Magician of Fate was to make sure they didn't get attacked, and if this card is special summon, draw 1 card, and then 1600 to face. So 1600 to face, so 1600, and yeah. So then I would go to main phase 2, and enter. On my end, declaration of enter, do that. Set. It would be this. And they would target the set, and it would be my turn will go to grave. So yeah, to grave. So yeah, so to grave. Then they would not draw this turn, as you see. They would activate the snatch skill. They would take my Jinzo. So yeah, basically that is my Jinzo here. 2 hand. Oh, my bad. Special summon. And change control, so it would go right here. So yeah, then I would basically have to worry about them summoning another monster, which they would. And they would summon this, and they would normal special, and they would go to battle phase, attack directly. 24 and 16, that's 800 right there. So I take 800, and then 1500. 15. And then basically I would get enter. It would end their turn, and then I would go next. It's my turn. So I activate Cut of Greed here. Because they shouldn't be scared of that. Yeah, let's check the. So yeah, I would normal summon the Sacred Crane. So now I'm gonna get over the DD, but you would banish both of them. So I would go from standby to main to battle phase to attack. DD Warrior Lady would take 100. You would take 100. 100 you take. But then you would you would declare effect and banish. Banish. And banish. And then I would basically set this in. Also, I was supposed to gain a couple thousand right there in my standby phase. Because that was the first turn that it was active. Forgot to do that, sorry guys. I'm forgetting Snacio's effect on. Then their automatic draw would come to an end. They would attack. You would then attack again for 28,400, and I would take it like a champ. 2,400. So you're now at 43, and I'm at 43, and now you're at 53. But now we're gonna be even. So yeah, that auto draw ends now. You survived. I'm gonna set a monster. I'm gonna set and end my turn. And then you start. But I forgot to gain 1,000 by the way. 1,000. Oh, I meant the game. 2,000. Okay, there we are. We're at the same life points. You're gonna basically go to battle. You're gonna just. Oh, but you have a normal summon. So you normal summon Joe, and you set this. You main phase, battle phase, and you attack. I cannot special summon now, so let me read scapegoat. Yes, so let me read scapegoat. Special summon. Yep, can't activate scapegoat. So 2,300. So 200. So 2,600. I take right now. So now I'm at 27, and you're basically gonna GG for this game, but yeah, that's GG, mate. Cause yeah, I can't normal. I could only get over it, so I'm gonna normal. Oh, set. I'm gonna normal summon the crane. Normal summon crane. I gain 1,000 in my standby phase. 1,000. And I'm gonna go to main phase, battle phase, attack your Jogan. So that's 1,600 minus 200 is 1,400. So Jogan's to grave. 1,400. And I don't care about the yeah. So basically main phase, end phase, and turn. Stop counting cards, LOL. What's wrong with you, dude? What's up with that, dude? Why don't you want me to count cards? Huh? Okay, then battle phase, attack direct. Attack into the crane, that's 800. So 800. And 2 grave. So yeah, you would just end at this point, but yeah. And then OG would basically then start my next phase. I would then so 100, 1,000, right there, 1,000. Again, 1,000. And I activate reasoning. You'll call 5 at this point because you know 5. You would count 5, knowing the deck. You would call 5. And so I would mill till I get rid of all my monsters. So there goes a change of heart. There goes a giant unit. There goes a dimension fusion. There goes a confiscation. Okay, there goes a monster reincarnation and a D-Mock. So I'm gonna special summon a D-Mock. And then I get the D-Mock's effect to add back the monster reincarnation. To hand. So basically you can't get over this now, so yeah. So I would go to battle phase. I would get over. I know that's a magician phase, so I would want to get over it as fast as possible. So to grave, and basically, yeah, I'm basically going to grave. The reasoning, because I forgot to do that. And then basically you have to basically try and book a moon. You can't. If you book a moon, you're basically dead, though, because now, yeah, that's not good for you. So now, so that top deck actually won me the game, and now you draw into that, and now you have to put Jinzo. You can't want to put Jin. Actually, yeah, you want to put Jinzo to the cuts. You don't want to lose life. So standby main phase. So you have change of heart. So you actually would win here. So you would win here, but I would let me see. So let me see. I do have something. So so you would actually let's undo that. So to attack, would activate change of heart on my beam lock, and I would change control to it. And you would go into once you declare battle phase. Once you declare battle phase and attack with this, I'm going to instead of I'm gonna activate the base and special summon them. So I'm gonna basically special summon 2 of them. So now your change of heart just wore off, and you use your Jinzo to attack. So yeah, so end phase that goes back to me. That basically comes back to me. Demon does. What are you saying? Stop counting for cards. Change control. And then I would gain another 1,000. So yeah, so I would gain another 1,000. Now we're back at the. Now you're back at death scores. But yeah. Okay, so I would basically at this point. So this is the grave. So I would let me see what I would do. Let's just say good things. So I don't have any darks engraved, and I don't have and light Sacred Crane and Perisha are light. I'm basically going to go standby main, battle, attack into your into my Jinzo that you took. So 2 grave, I take 200, you take 400, 400. So now we're almost even, and I forgot to gain the 1,000 by the way from Snatsio, which is still applicable. So now that goes to grave. Snatsio goes to grave now because its target is gone, and basically you now have to activate Book of Moon to save yourself next turn because you're in critical position, basically. But yeah, and you have Exile Force. You normal summon the Exile Force, and you tribute it to grave to pop my Demock. So Demock's now gone to grave. And remove. So now I'm basically undead. Yeah, but not really actually, because you just gave me a dark. So I now don't take anything. So you just wasted your special normal summon. And I'm gonna normal. Good. I'm gonna I'm gonna special summon this by banishing. Oh, I had 2. So I'm gonna banish Jinzo, and I'm gonna banish the Sacred Crane. Banish to special summon this, and then I'm going to scroll card and target 1 monster in your grave. And yeah, I don't want to have you bring back the Ox, so I'm going to attack, and you're going to you're going to have to book a moon this because you don't want to get near crit. So you're going to have to pick up a moon target in my Chaos Sorcerer, so I'm going to I have to set it now. So yeah, put it face down. And to grave. Basically, your Call of the Haunted is also dead because you need a Jonas Spiritualist to get over that. And you don't want to waste your Exile Force here. Well, yeah, you might want to waste it then. So, yeah, you start your next turn, you get another Book of Moon, but you're going to activate, Call, getting Exile Force back to hand, special summoning it in attack, and then you're going to pop, so set. So you're going to grave, this and this, the pop my Chaos Sorcerer. So Chaos is now gone. Okay, so now I do have an option here. So yeah, I do have an option next turn to do this. So yeah, I'll do it next turn. But yeah. So now you just have to wait. So you end your turn. And by the way, I'm gonna have to take a break in a second, guys. Just let you guys know, heads up. So then I start my turn. Then you don't have a hand, so I'm gonna activate the Dimension Fusion in 2000. So basically, this would basically be over here because I did not summon a special summon this, special summon this, and I'm gonna special summon this. And the Sacred Crane was normal, so you do get the DD Warrior Lady back for keeps. But now you have to worry about the Jinzo getting over you. I'm not going to attack with Jinzo first. I'll attack with the first Sacred Crane, and you have to choose the banish or not. So yeah, Dimension Fusion just activated. And then I'm going to attack. I'm actually going to activate Metamorphosis. Main phase 1. Go back to main phase 1. Activate Metamorphosis on a scapegoat. On a scapegoat token. That's very heavy use. And basically, into 1,000 eyes restrict, so special summon in defense. And yeah, basically, take that, and it basically becomes a part. So, change. So, change. So, move. Okay, so I have to basically get rid of yeah, you have to basically to grave it, and I have to basically get rid. So basically, it's attached to the Thousand Eyes Restrict. So basically yeah, we're going to attack for game. This is game. This is lethal. So you would basically have to activate the Book of Moon on the. This is basically GG's because you can't activate once Book of Moon is activated. You basically have to you would have to book up this and get back your Warrior Lady. So Warrior Lady would go and you would banish her and the Sacred Crane at this point then. Because that's when you would banish the Sacred Crane. But it's still over. You're still dead. Still dead. So banish. So then I would to set this. So now it doesn't get destroyed too. Otherwise it doesn't get destroyed now. Because of Metamorphosis shut off. Yeah, but it's basically GG's underneath the feet. So I will be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Yes. Okay, back guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah. Basically they're gonna need a messenger of peace now, knowing that, on the strategy, they're gonna keep the one road out. They're gonna put the ring of destructions because they know they want to go second. They want the messengers of peace in. They want them. They don't want the. They want the Wapagoos to stay in though, since they're gonna actually go second. So they're gonna bring in the one package, and they're gonna take out the last. Gonna take out the DD and the one book. Not one book. One scapegoat and the one book. Yeah. Yeah, basically you guys have to be quick about this, done sighting, and my deck is next to be sighted. Since we know we're gonna go first, we're going first, this time. We're gonna take out, we're gonna sight in the books, and the mystical. We're gonna sight in those, Mirage of Nightmare is not really much, Emergency Provision is not really much. I'm gonna take out one Reasoning, one Scapegoat, one Dimension Fusion, one These. We're taking out these because we do not need them as much. Because we're going second. We know we're going first. We know we're going first this time. Because they're gonna select to go second this time. Knowing that we're on beat down strat as well. But yeah, they go first. We go first. So this is another. So I get confiscation. So pay 1,000, and I forgot to draw, by the way. Forgot to draw. Ooh, that's not good. I get to view their show hand, and I would see they're playing Messenger of Peace, so I would immediately go after the Messenger of Peace here. Even though the Snasky is the worst one, but I do not want to have to deal with the Messenger of Peace right now. Basically I would then set. I would then set so 2 grave. I would then activate the Forceful Sanctuary, sending the Snatch Shield to the deck again, to the top deck, and then they would have to shuffle 3 times. So they have to shuffle nothing. They'll shuffle 1, 2, and now they're down to 3 cards. So yeah, that's how it's supposed to work. And basically I would just set and in case they have a heavy storm, if they had a heavy storm, I would basically be able to chain, but they're gonna activate the heavy storm first. And I'm gonna chain the scapegoat. Oh, they went to the battle phase by mistake. Actually, they went to battle phase. That did not make sense. It was the main phase. So they go to activate. I activate scapegoat, so I get 4 of them. Now this is a key you need to know. They cannot be banished. Tokens cannot be banished, unfortunately, but they can be removed from play. But we're just gonna, you're gonna normal summon the view, or they deactivate the Rhoda, the view, for the next card you need. Since Jogan's a spirit card, Donzulog is going to be searched, and you're gonna battle phase into my to the scapegoat. You're not gonna banish, you're just gonna keep it on field. So remove. And basically that's you would end your turn because you don't want to set, just in case I have my own back row removal, and not looking good right now. Bricky hand right now. So I would basically end. Actually, I went and end. Oh man, I forgot. I can't do that, dude. Oh man, I can't. Oh man. Okay, so you would set this, and you would set this. You would then battle main battle, and you would normal summon down Zulog. You would attack this and attack the token. So 2 tokens basically get taken out. So remove. and remove. So now you're basically eating through my defenses. Now I have to end on this. You would have to end on that board right there. Okay, we have a freeze frame. Yep, freeze frame. And then I get the another metamorphosis off the hand. I'm gonna activate metamorphosis, remove the special summon defense Thousand Eyes restrict. And I'm gonna declare to take the DD Warrior Lady, in which case you're gonna activate the Ring of Destruction, targeting your DD Warrior Lady, and then I have to basically take another card. So 1400, so 14, so 1500 each. So 1500 each is gonna go through. Basically, if I had Jinzo on the field, it would be over right now, but you can't do that. But yeah, now you're 1,000 points higher. Then I would have to change it. You would have to change the Danzu log to underneath it. It would be a part of it, but it would also be a move here. So two gray, and then basically at the end it would. Okay, so it doesn't go away. So at the end phase, I basically have a thousand eyes restrict. So yeah, the Danzu log is now mine, and it has the same effect. Yeah, so Thousand Eyes restrict right there. Yep, so basically Metamorphosis says on GG to all those plans, but I'm gonna tribute the Thousand Eyes now. Attributed to Grave and to Grave Origins Special Summon. I basically did that because now I can just basically run over everything. So 2400, now you're on a bigger clock because I have a Jinzo. So now we're dead even. We're gonna be even after this because I admitted defeat. Oh wait, you admitted defeat, so you basically have to get so basically what turned out to be a good duel, a good start to your duel, basically turned around because of scapegoat. But you do have the messenger, you're gonna pay the 1,100 life points each turn, so you're gonna pay the 100 you would pay the 100 right now for activation, and the next activation cost. Once we're turned during your standby phase. So basically this activation will begin during your standby phase. It activates but it costs 100. It's 100 basically. So now my Jinzo is basically dead, but yeah, I could just basically attack. So 1500 or more cannot attack. So you're basically stalling until you get the Jogan out. And whenever you get the Jogan out is when I'm dead. Okay, so let me see. There is nothing engraved that I could use right now. So yeah, let's go and we're gonna end the turn because we can't do anything because Jinzo does not negate spells. And you're gonna activate premature burial, and you're gonna pay 800 to special summon in attack the Danzu log, and you're gonna in standby you're gonna pay the 100 again. 100. Until you draw something that outs my Don. Basically, so that's 800 you take as well for the Don, and then you're gonna basically end turn. You're gonna end the turn. So basically OG, you're basically just in the stall game, and then I'm gonna draw land. I'm gonna activate that on that. So I did draw my disruption, and you can't negate with Mystical Space Typhoon, unfortunately. So basically just walked right into a glaring Death Wish. So attack 24, that's 1,000 to face. So the Mystical top deck was pretty nice. Seems like Yeah, so down to luck would go to grave at this point, and so would this premature burial. And then basically you're on a time clock now, so yeah, I would just enter. You're on a very big time clock now, cause yeah, you don't wanna, and you get the, but you can't activate it, cause yeah, you can't activate it though, because yeah, just those are big guy, and you would admit defeat at this point, cause you know what happens next. So I basically would attack for the game, and it would be attack and 2400. So you basically just lost because you burnt yourself to death. So yeah, so I made the feet here, and yeah, that was a quick episode, guys. I know because of it went only 2 games, but yeah, the way he could have done it is if I had escaped, if he had I not drawn the forceful century and confiscation, I would have been dead. Because I let him. There was a reason I let him keep the heavy storm and the road and the DD water lady. I already had my outs to it. And then, so I would know he's playing last turn, and then he would know I'm playing the monster gate slash reasoning beatdown. And then, guys, we're gonna then go to the next. So now we're gonna go to the next set. I'm not sure what was in the next set, because that's what I haven't been doing these past few episodes. So I will show you what's in the next set. First I have to do this. So yeah, this is the 20. So this is April 2005 on ban list, Forbidden Limited list. So Chaos Emperor, Dragon Avatar at the end is still there. Vibrator was recently added. Magical Scientist was also recently added. Makura the Destructor was recently added. Witch of the Black Force is there. As you can see, someone's missing from that group. Yadabaras still there. Butterfly Dagger Elma's now there. Change of Heart, Confiscation, Dark Hole, Hardy's Feather Dust, and Mirage of Nightmares now there. Monster Reborn, Painful Choice, or Serpent, Tribe Infecting Virus, and Twin Headed Behemoth. And same thing comes off the Forbidden, as you see. Cards Destruction, Delinquent Duo, Graceful Century, Charity come off the list. Card Destruction, Delinquent Duo, Graceful Charity come off the Forbidden list. Heavy Storm, Lightning Vortex, Mage Power, Mystical Space Typhoon, Pot of Greed, Premature Burial, Snatch, Steel Sword, Double Finland, United We Stand also comes off that. And Call of the Haunted, Ceasefire, Deck Devastation Virus. We're not at the site yet, so you'll see. This is the ban list that will come after. I'm just giving you the heads up. Magic Cylinder, Mirror Force, Reckless Greed. Reckless Greed then goes from 3 to 2. I mean, it's already at 1, but Ring of Destruction turns out for you. And then the semi-limited was Abyss, Soldier, Dark Scorpion, Chip the Yellow, Manticore, Darkness, Marauding got the Night Assailant, Vampire Lord. Vampire Lord went from 1 to 0, 1 to 2. Then Spellcars, Creature Swap, Emergent Provisions, Limited, Limitable Limit Area B, Nobleman Crossout, Reinforcement Armor, Upstart Goblin, Good Goblin, Homekeeping, Gravity Bind, and last turn are now there, and no longer on the list is Morphing Jar number 2. So Fiber Jar was originally limited, as I said, Magical Scientist limited, now the Forbidden. Makuri, Markai, the Destroyer, was forbidden. This butterfly Dagma went from limited to forbidden. Change of Heart went from limited to forbidden. Confiscation went from limited to forbidden. Mirage of Nightmare went from limited to forbidden. Painful Choice went from limited to forbidden. The Forceful Century went from limited to forbidden. PD Warrior Lady went from unlimited to limited. Sacred Phoenix and Nephthys did not exist, it was limited. Sanguine was forbidden with the limited. Delinquent Duo went from forbidden to limited. Graceful Charity went from forbidden to limited. Lightning Vortex went from limited to did not exist to limited. United We Stand went from forbidden to limited. Like Devastation Virus did not exist to limited. Mirror Force from forbidden to limited. The Soldier did not exist. The semi-limited. And as you see, all these. So yeah, Dark Scorpion, the Chick Yellow was unlimited, Night Signal was unlimited, Vampire Lord was limited. This, and Upstart Goblin went from was a big one right there. This one was funny because I'm gonna show you this card real fast. So I'm gonna show you this card. This is funny. This is just a funny. This was a burnt. This would have made for an intense burn deck. I believe it was. These were burning people to death, but yeah. Good Goblin Housekeeper. Draw a card equal to the number of good goblin housekeeping cards in your graveyard plus one. Then select one card from your hand and return it to the bottom of your deck. Yeah, that's basically resetting your whole hand. But yeah, don't. That's why it was actually limited, because yeah, it could cheat you and stuff. Actually cheat you in a lot of ways. It can cheat you. You can cheat this game system, and then the forbid. This is the first start. This is when we start getting closer to go format. It didn't. It went in effect on April 1st, 2005. By the way, that's when the list officially became effective. So now we're gonna show you on the next So this is the order now that I'm using. So the next one would be so we're in 2005, right? Yeah, 2005. So Shonen Jump Championship Prize card 2004. 2004's prize card, which was I believe Crush Card Virus, if I'm correct. Came out. Yeah, so we're now past. So this is what came out. So Cyberstein actually came out. So this was actually Cyberstein's first introduction. So Cyberstein basically came out. And then basically we're gonna do some more homework before we do Sunday's episode. But yeah, we're now all caught up, guys, because we're now on the part, because this is the part we should be on. So yeah, now we're gonna go to Structure Deck Dragon Force, Structure Deck Zombie Madness, Structure Deck Zombie Madness, Shonen Jump Volume 3, first issue 1 promotional card. Yeah, let's see what the promotional card was, because this was not included as well in the in our games. We included the two. We did the same thing as SEMO and MBT Yu-Gi-Oh. But let's see what this is as well. So Shonen Jump Volume 3 Issue 1 promotional card was, and show it to me, was Archfiend of Glypher. That was the only one that we did not. That's the one we did not want. So that one was relatively not issue. Rise of Destiny Special Edition came out. Flaming Eternity Sneak Peek came out. Participation card. So Rise of Destiny Special Edition. Packs 1 ultra rare cards of Fusion Wave Motion, Dark Magician Girl, Judgment, Anubis, Old Vampire. So yeah, that basically just gave you deck new cards. Yeah, let's try not to stop doing that. This is why you don't like don't like the wiki, because they sometimes put too much emphasis on the top part of the page. Yep. So we got Forbidden. That's 2000. So Forbidden Legacy comes out this year. So Flaming Eternity sneak peek and for participation card. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for wiki to process real fast. So Flaming Eternity sneak peek participation card was Cyber Harpy Lady. So yeah, we are and then we got the Flaming Eternity on March 1st. So March 1st, we're gonna do the March 1st. So we're basically 1 month away when Flaming Eternity comes out. So Flaming Eternity comes out in that month. I'm gonna see how Simo and him go with though. But this is the next one. This is basically where the Nephidus comes out. Again, Nephidus comes out. But yeah, let's go through one. So Flaming Eternity was a main set. Feet redirects. So yeah, we're at this is Rise of Destiny. Going back to booster packs because yeah, we don't have any more structure decks for a while, which is unfortunate. As you guys can see, I'm using Yu-Gi-Oh Card Guide as a website. And this is the 2005 is the first so we have Space Mambo, Mambu, with the 1700 regular. Divine Dragon Ragnarok. Okay, so they bring out more dragon support. Basically dragons were warriors are supposed to be the strongest archetype, but yeah. So this is Return of Divine Dragon Ragnarok. As you can see, it's just a vanilla. It's not really supposed to be that way. Chusky, the mouse fighter. Chusky, the mouse fighter. Yeah. And second night, oh yeah, here comes Armageddon stuff. And this is the first, and this is an ultimate rare. Neph- Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys, that's an ultimate rare. Hand of Nephthys, yeah, Unlimited Ultimate Insect level 5, Silent Swordsman level 5, that was ultimate as well. Garmon, the Rock Monarch, Element Valkyrie, Element Doom, Manjiri Panda, this basically this became a good card. As long as this card remains face up on the field, each time a beast monster on the field is destroyed, it increases the attack of this card by 500 points. This card was a little bit nice. Catnipped Kitty. That poor kitty. Behemoth, king of all animals. This was another ultimate rare, but we rarely get to use this card. Rarely. It was Big Tusk Mammoth, yeah, nope. Kangaroo Champ. Not level 4, and it's a champ, but it's not gonna do anything. Hyena, that's funny because they have an actual card. Leg Rabbit, ooh. Mecha Dog Marion. Oh man, they made a mecha. They made Marion a mecha dog. Blast Magician. Funny thing is, Blast Magician did not. Each time a spell is activated, place one spell counter. This is the first time spell counters were introduced. And yeah, that's basically yeah, you would have to have this guy in defense mode stable. You wouldn't even be able to get him off very easily. Gearfried the Swordmaster. This is where we get the Gearfried first Gearfried support. Armed Samurai Benki. So yeah, Armed Samurai Benki becomes Super Heavy Samurai Benki. Sword Shadow Slayer because he gets evidence. So Benki is a Shadow Slayer. Golem Golem Century, a Bear Ushani, the Light Hex Shield Fusion, the Dark Hex Shield Fusion, the Earth Heal Hex Shield Fusion, Whirlwind Prodigy, Flame Ruler. These are basically upgrades to cards. The Whirlwind Prodigy is upgrade, Flame Ruler is an upgrade, the Flame Manipulator Firebird, Rescue Cat. Ooh, here we go. Even though this ain't a take. This was a common card, but this was a chase card as well. You can send this face-up card to the graveyard to special summon 2 level 3 or lower beast-type monsters from your deck. Those monsters are destroyed in the end phase. Yeah, this was pre-Harada Rescue Cat. Rescue Cat was very messed up. Brainjacker, that's a weird one. Okay, Gatling Dragon. Yep, Gatling Dragon. That's a ultra rare right there. King Dragon, a Feather Phoenix, that's like a feather, a Harpy's Feather Duster. Poison Fangs, that's another one. Here's Spell Absorption, this one became broken. Lightning Vortex came out, this was a chase card because it just basically GG. Meteor of Destruction, that was nothing really. Swords of Concealing Light, this became a side deck staple later down the line. When this card resolves, all monsters your opponent controlled. When this card is activated, change to face down defense position. Monsters your opponent controls cannot change their battle position. Destroy this card during your second standby phase after activation. So it's a continuous spell, but it's active. Yeah, it's Spiral Spark Strike. Yeah, that's not bad, I don't think. I'll check. Yeah, because during Unity, release restraint, centrifugal field, fulfillment of the contract, refusion, that's basically old, the big march of animals, cross continue, cross counter, right there, cross counter, I thought it said continue. If the defense of an attack defense position of a monster is higher than the attack of your opponent's attacking monster, the battle damage inflicted to your opponent is double. Destroy that, the attacking monster after damage. Okay. That's a good troll card. Pole position. So pole position continues to face up monsters with the highest attack on the field is unaffected by any spell cards. While pole position is removed from the field, destroy all face up monsters with the highest attack on the field. So basically that's yeah. Penalty game. That's not good. Threatening Roar came out. Phoenix Wind Blast, we already discussed this. Beast Soul Swap. Yep. Assault on GHQ. DD Dynamite. Deck Devastation Virus. This is why I got limited. Tribute 1 Dark Monster with 2000 or more attack. Check your opponent's hand. All monsters they control and all cards they draw until the end of the third turn. After this card's activation, and destroy all those monsters with 1500 or less attack. So that's why Deck Devastation was banned. That's basically, well, limited but not banned. An awful burst, forced ceasefire, that's not money, and then we're back to space bound Google. And then the next one we would have to include as well as what Flaming Eternity is one more card. And FET redirects here. Okay, so this is one of the 4 booster packs combined into Dark Revolution Volume 3 according to Porter's Guide. So this came from this is series. So this is the 3rd booster pack in the OCG series 4. So this is OCG 4. So yeah. But yeah, Sacred Phoenix cover card, Sacred Phoenix and Ephetus Deck Devastation Virus. Yep, that's basically yep, they're basically back there. Sneak Peek Cyber and Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Database. This pack introduces support for fusion monsters, including versatile Hex Seal fusion substitute monsters. It also contains many beast-type monsters and support for them. Highly sought after cards include Sacred Phoenix of the Wisp, King Dragoon, Vortex, and Phoenix from Glass. Yeah, that's true. Basically, yeah. The next one is basically gonna be basically dead. Basically, so I'm gonna watch it and see if they do include it, but I'm gonna call it. Shoot, man. I'm gonna call it true, guys. First, I just want to show you what the next one is, though. If this thing would freaking catch up with itself. Yes, I catch up with itself. By the way, I'm not paid by Hollywood, so don't get me with the Michael Myers copyright. Guess Halloween Kills is back, so yeah. Basically, okay, we're in Dark Revelation Volume 1 right here. That's another reprint set. So yeah, we went into that. Duelist League is on first, so I have to check. So basically I'm gonna show you what Dark Revolution and what the so Dark Revolution is what cards instead of the usual 9 and a tip card, which has a special tip to increase your game. Okay, so Yami Yugi's appearance on the covers of this booster pack is taken from the title page of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel 76. However, the traditional playing cards are replaced with Yu-Gi-Oh! Trinity cards, and a dual disc is added into its honor. This was also used used earlier for Expert Edition Volume 1. Yeah, so yeah, this was basically a booster pack. But it was basically a small booster pack, and there was no chase cards or anything. It was a reprint pack, so yeah, we don't care about the reprint packs, really. Unless they're the Megatons, when we get the Megatons. But then the Duelist League 7 comes out, and this is basically a big decision here. Because this card right here is Twin Attack, Goblin Attack Push right here. Super rare. That's what comes out. And yeah, that's all that comes out. But yeah. So guys, we're gonna stop the stream here. Keep it. So let me first load up hopefully this loads up without crashing.